Okay, welcome to yet another episode of Ben and Jon Do Cars.
Synergy! Today, what are we doing, Ben?
We're in this, the Mini Countryman Cooper SE All-4 PHEV. We are moving in the Mini Countryman Cooper SE PHEV All-4. So, Cooper S, which means it should be relatively quick. It's a PHEV, which means it's an electric petrol hybrid. 3-cylinder 1.5 turbo with a 90 horsepower bloody
Battery lithium.
battery motor thing.
Lithium battery
E-drive system control. No, keep going.
Max E-drive. Not available.
We can't get Max E-drive mode.
We'll put it in auto E. There's not enough battery power in it for Max E-drive.
That's a shame. Never mind.
So we can't really test out the true electric capabilities of this hybrid. However, we will try out the hybrid capabilities.
Hybridity.
Hybridity.
I got electric. Oh look, I've got an electric boost gauge here.
No way.
So I'm using a bit of electric power now, but if I back off, it's now charging the motors. That's pretty cool. Now I'm using a bit of electric power, now I'm charging the batteries. Now I'm using the batteries, now I'm charging the batteries. Now I'm using the batteries, now I'm charging the batteries. That's cool.
I know, that's...
Right, I'm going to put my foot down here, let's see what she can do. Whoa. Well, thank you. Well, I mean, it's quite sprightly getting out of junctions and stuff. Doesn't feel that quick.
Doesn't feel that quick.
But it's got a Cooper S badge.
It should have a bit more.
That might be the drive mode we're in. Let's try this.
Put it into non-max drive. So take the eco drive off. Save.
No, we don't want save mode.
Yeah, we do.
No, because
that's saving the battery. It turns them off.
No, yeah, which we don't want. We want all the power.
Yeah, so it's saving the battery for a later time. Oh, you want both?
I want all the power.
Sorry.
Talk a little bit about, let's forget the hybrid-y stuff for now. What's the Countryman like as a normal car? Well, I mean, it's quite a nice place to be in here. It's quite big and airy. Dashboard feels quite narrow, but I quite like that.
There's a lot of room between the ceiling and my head, which is quite a rarity in cars, which I quite like. Let's see what happens if I crank the seat all the way up to its maximum height and see if there's still loads and loads of headroom. For a lanker like me.
It is such a lanker.
Okay, so yeah, I can't actually see out of the windscreen at eye level. I'm just staring at the sun visor, so... I'm really high, you look really small.
Hello.
Hello. Wow, so yeah, there's I mean, yeah, for tall people like me, you probably wouldn't want the seat all the way up, obviously.
We've got a Range Rover behind us, let's see if we can see him off. Woof! 20 is quick, 30 is quick, 40 is quick.
Gear changes are nice and quick by the feel of things on the auto box there.
I would imagine this is probably designed to either be a motorway cruiser or a city car. I know that's ridiculous because it's quite physically big, but yeah, people like having big cars. I like having big cars. So between sort of 0 and 40, it's punchy. It's very strong.
Punchy.
It's punchy. I like that. Road holding. We haven't really talked about that yet. Nice.
Yeah, there's a bit of wallow there, but then it did bite, so. It's quite a tall car, so the centre of gravity probably isn't that great.
Mate, that Range Rover's done one. We have lost him. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Feels good. I mean, I've driven quite a few Cooper S's, and hey, look, there's the other one. Let's fucking do him.
No.
No, it's not another one. It's just a guy in a Countryman.
Still look the same.
Steering feel is good. Not exceptional, but good. I mean, again. We've just come out of a Civic Type R, okay, and this is never going to be as focused or as fast or as driver-centric as a Type R, even though it's got a Cooper S badge, and that's fine. Like that's not a problem. I wouldn't expect it to be as fast or as hard.
Are you trying to compare this to a Civic Type R then?
I think subconsciously I was a little bit.
Yeah, you need to maybe forget about that then.
Forget about it.
Forget about it, Ben.
Get it out of my head. Relax a little bit.
Just chill.
Let the Countryman Cooper SE PHEV All-4 do its thing.
Let it do its thing.
We're using power, now we're charging power. Then we're using power, now we're charging power. Yeah, so interior quality is good. Steering wheel feels nice. Materials are okay. Yeah, actually, yeah, the dashboard's quite nice.
And yet again, it's got another black roof. If you've been in a later Mini in the last 10 years basically, they've got these huge dials in the middle of the dashboard, which can be quite striking at first, but this one does seem to suit the purpose of it. It's big, the screen's big, it's wide. I like the widescreen effect on that screen actually. Do you know what I mean?
The interior in general is a nice place to be. There's a lot of toys. I like this little iDrive style controller here, and that's quite nice.
They haven't really changed much of the interior from the later ones, have they, really?
No. The Mini brand, more than almost any other, has a very strong design language. And so in terms of that, this car is on point.
Absolutely.
I know that it's big and it's heavy and it's an SUV type thing, but you can still tell it's a Mini. All these people are like, oh, well, it's not a Mini. Well, it doesn't matter.
Do people really talk like that?
Yeah, they do, mate.
Do
Honestly.
they?
Dude, I've been to Mini shows. Wait.
Whoa, talk on tap.
Mate, this thing has got talk on tap.
Mate, there's a classic Mini coming out. Look, it's like old versus new.
Is there actually?
No,
oh, yeah,
no.
should we wave to them, see if they like it? Mini, hello.
Yeah,
she loved it.
She loved it.
See, she doesn't care that this is a Countryman SE Cooper SL4.
She don't give no cares. It's not even a word, not even a thing.
Yeah, so you can tell it's a Mini. The driving dynamics for a car of this type are good. They're very good. Like I say, it's not quite a hot hatch, but they're good nonetheless. Interior quality is nice.
Yeah.
The dashboard seems quite high.
It does, doesn't it?
But you know, whatever. I mean, let's just see how we go. Coming out of a village here, I'll put my foot down. Yeah, it picks up all right. That picks up quite nicely. Actually, we go quite quickly.
As you do.
What's it like for the passenger seat, dude?
So yeah, the interior is nice. It's comfortable. The seats are firm, but it's not setting my world alight. It's not setting my world alight.
No,
the interior, but should it really? I mean, is it designed to do that? I don't think it is.
Here we are.
I think this car is designed to be comfortable, which it is. I think it's designed to be efficient, which it is.
Funky,
which it is. And I think it's also designed to have.
What are the brakes like?
No! There's a f***ing car behind us, you. What is wrong with you, man? What is?
Oh, you can put the hazards on.
So the hazard lights come on automatically under heavy braking, which I quite like, and they go off automatically once you stop.
The brakes are good. Right, we're going to swap now, and then we'll do some more shit. There's a lot of technology in here. I like the control system here. Whoa, look, I can zoom in and out of the sat-nav.
That's kind of cool.
Whoa, Star Trek. Let's zoom all the way out.
You might want to watch that mic, bro.
Whoa, look how zoomed out we are now. We're in space.
Dude, get some B-roll on that. Get some B-roll on.
Okay, mate, okay. How much does this car cost?
36
Whoa!
grand.
Okay, so now I drive a piece of shit old car. I don't drive anything at the moment. I sold my car yesterday.
Sold your car?
So yeah, I've never driven a brand new car before. I've never owned a brand new car before, I should say. I've never owned a brand new car, so my sort of what am I trying to say? My frame of reference for how much new cars cost probably isn't the best, which is a bit of an odd thing to say considering we're doing this. But let's just start all that again because I sound like a total lunatic. So yeah, I'm not that sort of interested usually in cars in this segment. We were keen to drive this today. We actually chose to drive this today over some other stuff because we were keen to feel the hybrid four-wheel drive stuff going on, and I quite like it. It's not a car that I would choose to buy either, purely because I'm not particularly into this segment of cars. So I'll just go out and say it. The list price of this is 37 grand. Now that seems like a lot of money. However, let's look at this objectively. What have you got? You've got turbocharged engine, electric motors, the economy's pretty good. So we're averaging about 37 miles to the gallon, but that's not driving it very efficiently. So I think that's pretty good. It's economic, it's quite new. People buy into the hybrid stuff, so like that's a big appeal. Obviously, they've got to cram a lot of technology into a car like this, so you can't expect it to be that cheap.
No.
What else have we got? We got lovely infotainment system, like full sat nav.
Yeah, that works really well.
DAB radio.
That does work really well. Sorry, it's awful.
So we've got a lovely infotainment system. Seats are all right. They're quite nice.
Yeah, it's spacious. It is spacious, and kind of minis have stepped away from that kind of being really small when you get in them.
Yeah.
There's often a lot of space in a Mini. Maybe not like the R56. The back seats of those, there's probably not much space in there, but there's more than you'd expect.
Yeah.
Whereas looking in the back of this, there's loads of room in there. Loads of room.
So 37 grand may seem like a lot, but for what you're getting, it's actually okay. Look at the styling on the outside, Johnny.
I quite like it actually. It's quite striking.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's a good looking car. Again, people moan about it. Oh, it's not a Mini, but I think it's a good looking car, well proportioned. The one thing I would say about this particular one we're driving, I'm sure you can option it with some other ones, but I don't like the wheels.
So just come out with 30, put my foot down. The gearbox reacts to what you're doing with your right foot, so you put your foot down, it drops down a few gears, the automatic box there, which in some cars can be really sluggish, and you put your foot down, you wait a few seconds, then it goes, oh, you want to go forward, do you? Then it drops down.
I get it. You want to
go faster. You want to drive.
I get it.
Whereas in this car, it is quite responsive. There's probably about half a second lag between it realising that I wanted to accelerate to actually dropping down gears, which is kind of what you'd expect with these sorts of gearboxes.
You can manage that, that's fine.
You can manage that. It does have the manual capabilities there.
Yeah,
where
I didn't play with that.
Pop up and down, so...
Pop up and down.
Not really without a rev counter, it's quite hard to figure out
we don't have a rev counter.
Where you are in the rev range, which is slightly annoying. There may be a rev counter digitally that you can select.
I'm gonna try and... Johnny, what do you think of the Countryman hybrid thing?
Well, I think Mini have done a good job of what they're trying to achieve here. They're trying to make a hybrid Mini to keep up with that kind of hybrid, small, compact hatchback market at the moment that seems to be everywhere. And they've also tried to retain the characteristics of what Mini kind of strive for. It's a different type of feel of car. They're small, but they're also big. And they drive really nicely. The handling characteristics in other Minis that I've driven are really, really good. I think this still retains that. Haven't been able to drive it hard enough to really tell, but the feel of it, the build quality, it's all really good. I'd like to be able to see how they're going to progress with the hybrid cars in the future, because I think they're onto something good here.
Yeah, I think the way I see it is 37 grand's a lot of money for a Mini, but
with the technology that it's got,
for a relatively quick hybrid 4x4, that's not a lot of money. And it's got a lot of kit, it drives really well. Again, it's not a car that I would be particularly excited about because I'm not really into this style of car, but we wanted to drive it and I'm glad we drove it. And yeah, I think it's a hit. Hit or a miss?
I'd say it's a hit.
Cool.
It's a hit.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, like, subscribe and share, all that usual good stuff. Loads more videos coming your way. Ben and Jon Do Cars. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Wow!
Woo!
Brakes are quite responsive. Brakes are responsive.
Fucking hell, you twat!